Today I wanted to just take a few minutes and talk to you a little bit about how I go about edging my gardens to keep the edges nice and crisp through the season. It's not really about getting your edging tools out every spring and edging every bed perfectly with your edging tool. Sometimes the best course of action is to just try to regularly edge your beds with the weed whacker, and then only use the edging tools when you need to deepen those edges, or perhaps you let them get a little bit too far away where you can't save them with the weed whacker. I like to get out and put a fresh edge in the beds as early in the season as possible. And the reason is number one, the gardens look much better with clean edges, but also the earlier you get out there, usually the ground is still moist and fairly soft, and it's easier to cut the edges. The way I keep my edges nice and clean is kind of a multiple step process. The first thing I do is all through the season, I try to run the weed whacker along the edge of my beds on a fairly regular basis. Like I'm going to say at most every 2 to 3 weeks, but in the spring and fall, probably a little bit more often when the grass is actively growing. But what I want to do is make sure I keep my edges nice and crisp all year. If the grass comes in a half inch or an inch, if you just slowly go over that edge with the weed whacker, you can basically just grub out that little bit of grass. The other thing I'll do is if the beds did get out of hand, if I neglected them for a while or making new gardens, I will certainly use an edging tool or my spade to recut the edges. It's more important to have a clean edge on a regular basis than a deep edge less frequently. A clean edge, no matter how deep that edge is always going to look better. If you're using a weed whacker to edge your garden, you really need to make sure there's no people, property, or pets nearby that you could possibly hit with stones. And more importantly, you need to make sure you're wearing not only safety glasses or goggles, but a full face shield. About a week ago, I was weed whacking the edge of my gardens, and I had safety glasses on, but there were a lot of small pebbles where I was working, and a small pebble got up and did catch me in the eye. So I had to go see the eye doctor just to have it checked out. And luckily it was just a scratch. It just annoyed me for, a day or two. But I can't recommend enough wearing a full face shield along with safety glasses. What I'm trying to say is in the spring, I don't automatically take out a spade or an edging tool and re-edge all my gardens. I only re-edge the gardens that really need a crisp, deep edge. But if the edge is still good from the year before, I use the weed whacker to touch it up, because you're just making more work, more debris if you use the edging tool. Well, thanks a lot for watching the video today, folks. I hope you found some tips in it that are going to help you to edge your beds better. And really, folks, the secret is to use that weed whacker to edge your beds and to use it frequently. While you're here, please don't forget to go ahead and like the video. And if you enjoy videos like this one and videos about topics such as landscaping, equipment maintenance, gathering firewood, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot for watching, folks, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.